you struggling to make good edits, and so are you struggling to make more views? Well, you are in the right place, because this is the first episode out of a complete series on how I do my editing. So as you can see, we are on After Effects. This is the 2023 version. So the first thing we're going to do is to create a new project. This is the timeline. This is where you will import your clips. We will talk about it later. This is such lots of effects that you can add, lots of things you can do. But the first thing we have to do, create a new composition. Now, what you have to choose here, you have to choose the ratio of your video. So for example, this is what I use usually. Leave square pixels here. The frame rate, I suggest to put 60. Then your start time code obviously will be 000. Now the resolution will be full, but then we can change it later. And now you set the duration of the video. So for example, let's say 20 seconds we want it to be. You can change obviously this later. You click OK, and you created your composition. If you want to change the settings that we just did, just click on composition settings, and you have the same panel. So for example, to change the duration of your edit, to change these values as well, all the values you want. So you have this screen, you have the black screen here. Now we have to import the clips. So we're gonna open, you can drag and drop these, okay, very easy, very simple. Or you can press Ctrl I, and you can select the clips that you want. Or you can obviously right click, import file. We imported the clip. So the first thing we're going to import is the audio. So we're gonna drag this into the timeline. Perfect, imported, and we have our audio. But if you have to cut it, just double click on it, select the time when you want it to be cutted. Boom. We're gonna import the clips you need for this edit. So for example, my Carlos Sainz sync packs that I downloaded. You find lots of sync packs that I use in the description. Go to payp.com/mingef1, and I'm running also some sales right now up to products, my quality, my effects. So if you want, just go that and have a look. Okay, so as you can see, we imported our clip, our main clip before, like the main edit clip. So we're gonna add this. We're gonna add. Make sure to mute the sync pack. Now it's already muted, but if it's not, just mute it. Very important, by pressing this for example, and it's muted. Now we don't want this to be muted because we want it to be listened, obviously. So now we do the same thing as we could do with the music. So we're gonna cut it to whatever time is it. So we're gonna select the clip. So once you found the point that you want to cut, just as we did before with the music, click on this. Now double click again on comp. Now you want this to be centered probably to the face of Carlos Sainz in this moment. So you just select the clip, press P, and the position will come. You can move it by dragging this. Now maybe you want it to be scaled, so S, and this is scaled, and that's perfect. The cam changes, and so Control Shift and D to cut. Then again P for the position. So the next thing to do is to add keyframes. So for the music, so we can add the beats every time the music has a drop. So right click on your music, keyframe assistant, convert audio to keyframes. Will take just a few seconds to load. Yes, and you will see this. Now you just have to click this arrow, then FX, both channels, slider, and you're gonna go on this, click on it, and as you can see, you have this fantastic graph. If it's not showing like this, you just have to set these values. So edit value graph and not edit speed graph. So we're gonna zoom in a bit, obviously. So for example, now as I saw, this is when the music beats as the beat. So what I do usually, I just cut this with Ctrl Shift D, delete this. I'm gonna just add to the end of the outro. So when the beat needs to start, you want to drag your audio control keyframes, like whatever it's his name. Perfect. Now again, go on this. Now you will extend the clip to the start of the video. Perfect. We're gonna go here into the slider. So we're gonna zoom in a bit, obviously, to see the drops of the music. So every time is like this. For example, here as well. Come on. You add a keyframe. Very easy, very straightforward. So once you finished to set up everything with the keyframes, what I suggest you to do now is 12 seconds long, so very short this edit. Anyway, we're gonna select this, Ctrl C to copy this. Now go into composition settings. We're gonna change this to this value. We have the edit to end here when our music ends. Just add a fade in and fade out to the audio. So go a few frames ahead, around 30, 40, I think is the best. Click on this clock to bring up the keyframe. So it's 0 decibel for the moment. And we're gonna go here to the start of the clip. We're gonna put a value around minus 20, minus 25 is one of the best values to do so. And we're gonna do the same thing, but opposite, obviously, for the outro. We're gonna also select all of them, press F9 on your keyboard to ease them, so it's smoother, obviously, and the result will be very, very good. So the next thing we are going to do is to make our cuts. So for example, to keyframe 1 to keyframe 2, we want this clip. Perfect. Ctrl Shift D, and now we're gonna delete these. Don't do that if you use the same CSP, like I will show right now. I'll show you right now. So imagine this is your first clip if you want. Anyway, when you have a scene pack that you will use multiple clips in that, just do the first cut. So go into this, select the clip, for example this clip, okay, just a bit like this, okay. You're gonna right click, go to marker time, Ctrl Shift D again, but don't cut this. You just reselect this, double clicking, just drag it. And for example, you want this car clip, you cut it again, you go to marker time, and you do this for all the clips. And the last clip, so we finished. And so now this clip we can delete, because as I said, now here will be our outro, and we will center this. You have the clips ready. I suggest to create a new composition. That's what I usually do. I press Ctrl A to select all of them, Ctrl C, and Ctrl V. So you have all the clips here. We have also the keyframes here, so we're gonna mainly use this comp one, but this is to recover some clips, because now what we will do is to pre-compose all the clips one by one to add then the effects. So for example, here Ctrl Shift and C, okay, and this pre-compose screen will show up. You have to select this, move all attributes into new composition, you click OK, and you're done for the first clip. You have to redo this for all the clips. Now we will add our zooms, for example. So I will do a full tutorial about how to do smooth zooms. So this is step 1. Basically, in the next video I will show you how to do smooth zooms in After Effects, and I will show you some presets and how to install also some presets that you might bought on my page. Or I hope you like this video. Don't forget to smash the like button, subscribe to the channel to support these videos. Every questions you have, answer in the comments, and I will do a video about it. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, it's been a pleasure. Cheers.